AJournal, organize your thoughts, keep track of your goals. With AJournal, you can enjoy the mindfulness and freedom of handwriting, plus the easy organization and powerful customization of a digital journal planner.
Page navigation. AJournal sorts your planner journal pages by day, week, month, year, or project. You can switch views using the navigation menu. To move around by dates, just tap the date to open the date picker or use the navigation buttons. If there are multiple pages for one day, click on the tabs to switch between them. You can also swipe with your finger to navigate through the pages. Handwriting, drawing. You can handwrite or draw on the page using the Apple Pencil, a compatible third-party stylus, or even your finger. Use the Apple Markup toolbar to pick pen tips, stroke settings, and colors. You can write on other elements like calendar entries, reminders, text boxes, and images. Tap these two buttons to redo your strokes. Use the lasso tool to select and move your drawing. Tap the selection to cut, copy, or duplicate it. Tap this button to flip, rotate, or resize your drawing. Tap the color dot to change its color. Use the eraser tool to erase strokes. With the ruler tool, you can draw straight lines. Use two fingers to zoom in on the canvas for details. Tap this button to reset the zoom to the original image. Tap the image button to turn on image mode, then tap Photo Library to pick an image from your photo library. Once you've added the image, you can move, resize, and rotate it. Tap the Edit button to flip, crop, or select an object from the image. Copy the image and paste it on this page or another page by tapping the Paste button. Tap the Delete button to remove the image. You can also drag images from other apps, like Safari, into AJournal. You can also tap any image to select it and enter image mode. Sticker. Hit the sticker button to add some fun stickers. With over 1,000 stickers, AJournal has something for everyone. They're sorted by function and theme, so it's easy to find what you need. Once you add them to your page, they act just like images. Plus, we're always adding new seasonal stickers to keep things fresh. Text. To add text, just tap the Text button and then hit Edit. You can type using the on-screen keyboard, a physical keyboard, or even scribble with your Apple Pencil. Want to change the look? Use the text toolbar to adjust the font, size, or style. To copy text, tap Copy, then paste it wherever you need. If you want to duplicate text, just tap Duplicate. You can also drag text from other apps like Safari into AJournal. And if you need to edit any text box, just tap it to enter text mode. Calendar integration. AJournal uses the Apple Calendar to keep track of your schedule. Make sure your calendars are set up on your device so AJournal can access them. To get started, open the Settings form to authorize and configure the calendar. You can choose all calendars on your device or just a selected few. You can open the Apple Calendar app from AJournal by tapping the Calendar button. To create or modify a calendar entry, tap the Action button to enable calendar edit mode. Then, tap the entry to edit or delete it. Or tap an empty space to create a new event. The time range for daily and weekly views is set from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. by default, but you can change it in AJournal Settings. When you save the setting, it might ask if you want to save it for today or the current date. This setting is only valid for future dates, so if you want to apply it to past dates, change the date and day or week mode and then open Settings. In the weekly calendar, tap the date at the top to see your daily plan. In the monthly calendar, tap the date after enabling edit mode for the daily plan or the left side of the week row for the weekly plan. Reminder integration. You can manage your Apple reminders in the Tasks section, but only on the daily and weekly pages. By default, reminder integration is turned off. You can enable it and choose your reminder lists in the app settings. These settings apply from the date shown at the top left of the screen. To edit or mark a reminder as done, tap the Action button and then tap the reminder item. To create new reminders, just tap the space provided. Only reminders with a due date will show up in AJournal. You can also pick different reminder lists for the user template. System template. AJournal comes with over 100 predefined templates. You can pick one from the list when adding a new page. And you can also switch the template of the current page anytime. Page background and page styles. You can customize the page background, background color, and foreground color. Plus, we're always adding new seasonal backgrounds to the AJournal app. Pages. To add pages, just tap the Add button and pick the template you want for the new page. You can rename the page by tapping its name if needed. You can set a default template for the page or even create a chain of templates, so you don't have to add pages every day. If there are multiple pages for the day, you can remove individual pages by tapping the Delete Current Page button. If there's only one page for the day, tap the Clear Current Page button to clear all content. Use the Shrink Data Storage function to delete the page. Link. You can add a link to a text box. Once the link is set, just tap the text box to go to a specific web page or another AJournal page. To add a link, enable text edit mode and select the text box. For a web link, choose Web Link and enter the address. For an in-app link, choose In-app Navigation, then select the page type, date, and page. To navigate, tap the Action button at the top right. The linked text box will be marked in blue. Tap it to open the web page in Safari, or navigate to the in-app page directly. After setting up the link, the text box will show a blue link button. Tap it to edit or remove the link. If it's a web link, you can also copy it. Page Overview, Search function. You can tap the Overview button to see thumbnails of all the pages. They're organized by project, date, and month. If you want to filter the pages, just tap the Search button. Right now, you can only search by page name and text in the text box. Page Export, Printing. You can tap Print or Export to save the pages as a PDF or print them out directly. User Template. You can create your own templates with different elements, themes, and layouts to match your preference. You can create a blank template and add elements one by one, or start with an existing template. To create a user template from scratch, tap Manage Template, then User Template, and hit the Create Blank Template button. Make sure the orientation is correct. To base a new template on an existing one, tap the Admin button at the top right, go to Manage Template, and pick your base template. Again, double-check the orientation. In the Template Design form, tap Add to include elements from the element library. Elements are grouped into Standard, ATracker, and User categories, each with different properties to configure. Drag elements to move them and resize by dragging the corners. To remove an element, tap Remove. To edit an element, tap the Pen button and then the element itself. Save your template once you're happy with it. Your new user template will appear in the User Template section. If you can't find it, double-check the orientation setting. iCloud Sync. AJournal lets you sync data across multiple iPads and iPhones using iCloud. To enable iCloud Sync, tap iCloud Sync in the menu, then tap Enable iCloud Sync. It's a good idea to back up your data and save it to another folder first. This way, if anything goes wrong during the iCloud sync, you can restore your data. After backing up, AJournal will check if you're connected to the network, logged into iCloud, and have given AJournal access to iCloud. It will also check if there's already AJournal data in iCloud. If there is, AJournal will ask if you want to migrate local data to iCloud or delete local data and download iCloud data to your device. If you choose to migrate, you'll need to decide whether to use your local device or iCloud data as the master. Different iPad models have different screen resolutions, which might affect predefined templates, but this won't impact existing pages. You can recreate templates manually later if needed. Once you start the data migration, AJournal will download all data files via iCloud. You can tap Cancel to stop the iCloud enabling process. After that, AJournal will migrate the database via iCloud, which might take a few minutes. You can't cancel this operation, and stopping the app might corrupt the database file. After everything is synced, tap OK to close the dialog and start using AJournal. Manage projects. Want to get better at planning, tracking, and managing your projects? Try using projects to keep your journal and planner pages organized. To add more projects, just tap Project Admin. From there, you can create a new project or rename an existing one. You can also reorder them. ATracker. With over 2 million downloads, ATracker is a popular time-tracking tool, trusted by users all around the world. It's super easy to use and requires minimal setup. AJournal works great with ATracker. You can view your calendars with time logs, keep track of your time, monitor your goals, and create time spending reports. Additional features for AJournal on iPhone. Since the iPhone screen is small, we've added some extra features to make using AJournal easier. The day, week, month, year, project navigation is now at the top left. At the bottom, there's a new toolbar. You can use the thumbnail menu to zoom into different parts of the planner, and an indicator shows the current area on the page. Tap the button to switch between handwriting and panning. In panning mode, use one finger to move around, swipe to change pages, and pinch to zoom. In handwriting mode, draw with one finger and navigate or zoom with 2 fingers. Thanks for watching. If you have questions or suggestions, please email support@ajournal.pro and we will try our best to help you.